Today I've got this socket to review, this Bay City Electrical USB power socket with 3-pin AC. So this is a main socket to go in a standard double gang wall socket here in the UK, or in a Patras box. And so it's got a standard mains connector on this side, and it's got just a USB on this side. So I'll just crack it open and we'll see what's in here. So there's the unit itself, and just to compare it with a standard wall unit, so this is a standard double gang socket. I think this one was from Screwfix. So you can see it's the same dimensions, same idea with the double switch in the middle here. We're just replacing one of the sockets with a USB. And if we turn them over, you can see that they're quite comparable in depth. I think perhaps this USB one is a couple of millimeters deeper, but it looks like there should be no problem actually fitting this into a standard wall recess. So that's all wired up now. We'll just check the main side is good with the socket tester. Yeah, we've got 3 lights on, so that's fairly encouraging. And I'll plug in the USB voltage and current tester. Switch it on. So there we go, that's reading 5.09 volts, which is a pretty good nominal 5-volt reading. And if I plug something into that with the power bank, that's reading nearly 900 milliamps. So the power bank has detected that this is a 1 amp socket. It's got 1 amp available, so it's just charging at 1 amp now. So on the unit here it claims 4.2 amps. So I'm not sure if I've got anything in the house that can draw 4.2 amps from a USB socket. I'll have to have a think about that. I think I've concluded that it works like an Apple unit. It's like an Apple charger. So if I get the meter on here, we can have a look at that. So I'll just plug in this USB breakout that I've got here. So we'll just measure the voltage on the pins. So on the Apple chargers, the D plus and D minus pins are used to signal how much current is available from the power supply. So I'll just measure the white. That says about 2 volts, and the green says 2.8 volts. So according to my table here, white 2.0, green 2.8. That's a 1 amp charger. So it's saying that it's a 1 amp Apple type charger. So let me plug in the iPad. So meter back in there, and get the connector from the iPad. So there we go. Well, that's drawing minimal current. Oh, well, the iPad's... Oh, no, so it's drawing current now. So it's drawing over an amp of current. The iPad has detected that it's an Apple type charger and it's drawing an amp. Now let me just try a different device. I've also got an Android tablet here, so I'll plug this in. And the Android tablet is just drawing 40 milliamps, so according to the Android tablet it's not a high current charger. So this says 4.2 amps on it. I'm not sure what kind of standard it is that provides 4.2 amps. So I've got this quite interesting cheat sheet here, which is actually for the Max 14578 chip. So this is from a data sheet which I'll link in down below. But this quite nice diagram shows you what the different types of charging interface are. So over here on the right you've got, this is the dedicated charger DCP spec, where the D- and D plus pins are connected together, and that isn't the case on this unit. And then here we've got the Apple charger, where you see there's a little resistive ladder on the D plus and D minus, and depending on the values that it's got there, it's telling the phone or the tablet how much current it can draw. So I'm just going to put a load on here and test how much current this thing can supply. So that this is just a simple USB load. I'll plug this in. So this should be pulling 2 amps. Yeah. So we've got 1.7 amps coming out of that charger now. The resistors are getting quite hot. I've also got a spare one of these resistors. I can plug that on as well and take even more current. So let's try that and see how that works. Oh, there we go. So it's gone up to 2.49 amps. So yeah, so the USB charger in this thing is capable of producing quite a lot of current. I'm not sure if it's 4.2 amps. I don't have enough high power resistors lying around to see that, but it can certainly supply 2.5 amps. And this is all getting really hot now. So so that's pretty good, I think. I mean, it's a high current charger built in. I'm not sure about this idea of giving up a whole main socket just for this USB charger. And I've got some other types in my house, which I've made another video about, which have the 2 sockets, plus they've got 2 USB charging sockets built in. And I think in houses like mine, in older houses like mine, the power supply sockets tend to be quite precious because there's not so many of them, and I'm not sure that I'd want to give up a socket in this way for a USB socket. Still, you know, it's an interesting thing, and obviously works as advertised.